Hello friends, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all keeping safe. I hope you're wearing your mask, and I hope you're keeping a very reasonable social distancing. We are still treating our political ideology series, and last week we digressed a little bit and we looked at political behavior, but we are returning back on track and we are looking at capitalism today, which is a political ideology. We've looked at Marxism. We're going to treat socialism, communism, all of that, but today we are treating capitalism. What is capitalism? According to the critics of capitalism, capitalism is a jungle system and it is the survivor of the fittest. So we are going to look at why capitalism is so critically described that way, and we'll also look at what capitalism really is. I'm going to give you a brief rundown on what capitalism really is because this is a very short video. It's not really complicated. So capitalism originated in Europe during the 18th century Industrial Revolution and after the collapse of the feudal system that was being practiced in Europe at the time. So capitalism literally preaches private ownership and the maximization of profit. It preaches competition. There should be no government ownership of any means of production. It preaches private individuals owning corporations, owning the means of production. It preaches exchange of labor for wages. That is basically what capitalism is all about. And just take home, it is all about the private ownership of the means of production. Capitalism is an economic system, and it is also a political ideology, and that's why you hear things like a democratic capitalism, or is a capitalist democracy. You hear things like a capitalist democracy because, going by what capitalism is, capitalism and democracy go hand in hand in the sense that the both of them preaches freedom. But when it comes to capitalism, capitalism is preaching the freedom of the market. What that simply means is that the government does not have a hand in how the market runs. The market is being run by invisible hands of the economy. This means that, unlike the Marxist theory that we've already discussed about, that advocates for government owning all the means of production so that everybody simply works for what they need and nobody owe anything in the society more than the next citizen, capitalism is completely different. Capitalism fuels actually a class separation. There should be no government ownership of anything. The citizens have the freedom to start any means of production, to own all their means of production. So that is simply what capitalism is about, and that's how it differs from the Marxist theory or communism or socialism. These forces of the market that capitalism preaches about or talks about is not complicated. It's just the choice between the seller and the buyer. Let's say you're a seller and you're selling this pen, and I'm a buyer and I want to buy this pen, and you say your pen is worth 100 naira and I am willing to pay 50 naira for this pen. And so we bargain for the pen and we end up at an agreed price that is both agreeable to the both of us. That way, nobody is telling us how much the pen must be sold for. The buyer and the seller both bargain and agree on what the goods is worth. That is just what the forces of the market in a nutshell is. So guys, that's it from me to you. As you can see, this video is very straightforward. Academically, there's nothing complicated about capitalism. Understanding it, I mean. So stay tuned next week when we discuss socialism, which is also a political ideology. So subscribe, please. And till next time, stay safe, wear your mask, keep a reasonable social distancing. Bye.